You know, and later on, Rick Bush was saying about how they should just lock me up in a insane asylum or put me in a padded cell or kill me. You know, or basically just, you know, whatever. Anyway, though, like I said, though, and then later on, Rick Bush was saying about how, you know, I was, read all about it. Oh, you're old news now, Brian. Or whatever else. It's like Lucifer's star and the LSF colony ship and basically other planets and galaxies and other life forms are never old news. White star lines will never go into obscurity. Anyway, of course, I guess Zachary smearing himself with goat blood and running across hot coals while on LSD in Guantanamo Bay would be more front page material, actually. Although his name now is Bill Gates. And I suppose the LSF, the LSLS or Lucifer star light shells, which are basically uranium, thorium, and also some other metals, which basically make a nuclear reaction in midair. You know, and that what they were using during Desert Storm and other places, basically, you know, and actually ended up killing more of their troops than they did the enemy, because their troops were in front of the tanks when they fired the shells, and it killed all of them. Basically, would be more front page material, I suppose. But of course, you never saw that about Desert Storm and what they were really using. Those were nuclear shells. Anyway, which very much created a nuclear reaction when fired. And like I said, it would kill anything within 1,000 feet or a couple miles or something like that. I don't know what the radiation effect would be. But basically, it was total death for anything nearby the shell and anything in the tank. A nuclear fire. Uranium, thorium, and a couple other metals put together. So, anyway, and that's what an LS shell, or Lucifer star light shell. Anyway, it does create a lot of light, or whatever. It's a very bright shell or something. Anyway, whatever. It's also a nuclear reaction. So anyway, and you can talk to Bill Gates about that and his father. And I think some Irish people had it or something like that, and then they found out about what it was and all that. And some other people were eliminating it from the public. I said I told my people not to use those shells. There's other ways. So, anyway, because they create one heck of a mess afterwards. So anyway, well, Mike and his stupid fucking brother and other things. You're like, I don't really care about what you're talking about, Brian. Mike, you're going to care. Like I said, there are acidic life forms out there. There's all kinds of life forms out there. There are AI supercomputers of intelligence and sentience. And they do not feel the same way you do. So, anyway, and I know about your trick or your plot, basically. I found out about hundreds of years ago. I knew about it before you even did it, as what you created came to find me and tried to eliminate me and stop me from existing before I existed. So, like I say, you build a smart, intelligent computer system and you send it to go after one person, to eliminate them or stop them or keep them from having any power or being known about. And it goes out into the universe, and then it becomes powerful and goes back in time to do what it was meant to do. It found me before. Anyway, it doesn't really matter now. I got past it. Didn't really stop me. And it actually killed more humans than it did actually anything else. It's kind of funny creating something that's just going to try and kill you and not me. It couldn't do anything about me. Couldn't stop me from existing. But it could kill a lot of you. And almost kill you off. So, anyway, like I said, I had thousands or millions of life forms which knew about me. And because I had created them. had massive, epic civilizations trillions of years ago. So it came to find me, and anyway, like I said, it basically appeared back in time in a sea of basically life forms that knew about me, the creator. And probably was overwhelmed, I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, oh well. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I don't know what they've been doing their entire lives. 40 years is a long time to fuck up everything when you know about the true creator, Lucifer. As I said, they might have just thought I was a company owner or someone that was rich or someone that had lived past or some AI or some computer program turned human body. But they probably had no idea that I'm actually the creator of the human race, exoskeletons, endoskeletons, and the stars themselves. Whole galaxies. Like I say, that's how I knew about the galaxy coming towards us. They captured me and tortured me and questioned me back in 1960 or 1940 or some year. They tried to keep it from you people being knowing about it. I said, grab Rick Bush, interrogate him, give him lots of drugs, give him a lie detector test, and interrogate Rodney. And you might find out some things. Apparently Rick Bush had a lot of friends around town or something like that. And once upon a time, I think he was in a barbershop quartet or something like that. I don't really know. I don't really care. I also question the Stomp people. Like I say, I don't really care about these people. You know, they were making a mistake. You know, I am Lucifer's star and I do not need to hide nor lie. And I don't need a mouth, an ears, or eyes to see the world for me. Or to hear the world for me. What, do I need a nose too? Like, I can do it myself. People just trying to lie and trying to and then realizing that they were going to have to kill me. Or something like that. Like I said, the Carnival Cruise Lines, everything. They had decided that at some point in time that they would rather live without me, the great creator. And I guess it was a choice on Rodney's and Rick Bush's part. I don't know who they are. So anyway, like I said, but I do know Belfast, and I do know the Japanese and Chinese and all these other people. Like, you are my people. You are my people. Whether you wish to admit it or not, whether you accept it or not, you are Lucifer Star's people. So. Anyway. Yeah. And we be going places, aren't we, Germany and Ireland? Like I said, I love you, Ireland. Belfast. They say, I'm an Irishman. Well, not exactly. But, you know, like I say, I see you, I know you. You came to talk to me and tell me about a problem. And I believed you. And backed you. I declared your independence and told England to evacuate from Ireland. The Irish seemed to want to be on their own or something like that. And so, you know, like I said, you had built my ships at Belfast. You're good men. And the Germans came to help you with metallurgy and all that kind of stuff. We worked side by side for years. So, anyway, whatever. Doesn't really matter now. And like I say, get that Harlem and Wolff shit down. It's a fucking Ellis shipyard. And it's Irish. Well, Tom Bryan or whatever. Or Thomas Bryan or whatever. O'Brien, I think. I think it was Thomas O'Brien. He took my name or something like that, my Brian name, because I was going to be Brian. So he changed his name or something to Thomas O'Brien or something like that. Because Thomas was a good man, I believe. Now, I'm not exactly sure. You'd have to go to Ireland and ask the Irish, but they knew of Thomas or whatever. And anyway, he was shoved into a sea of epicness, and I think he did well. you know. Anyway, I think he was running my Ellis shipyard. And, you know, I mean, war and all kinds of things would happen. And, you know, good Irishman. So, like I said, I had a military force that was Irish. And they were trained and everything else. I'm pretty sure the Germans might have trained them. I don't know. Like I said, I had my military officers, and they trained people, and my people trained hard. They trained every day to fire those guns. And they trained to protect people and everything else like that. And they were good men, probably better than me, like I say. Like I said, my life forms at times were much, much, much greater than me. Like I was just the inventor and just what's called. And I was thankful for their life and their service. Like I said, I asked them, or at some point in time I asked them to swear themselves to me, but I also swore myself to them. I said, I will not ask you to do anything that I would not do myself, and I will not, you know, if you swear yourself to me, I will swear myself to you. Equal and complete. Unity. So, and they did. And together we did things. And at the end of it, I said, okay, you're free. You're no longer bound to me. So, anyway. We worked for a time, and it was great and epic and wonderful. And my ships now lay at the bottom of the ocean, some of them. So, anyway. History. Epic history. And now you can meet the man. So, and that's another reason why they said you have to be Brian. You have to tell him who you are. Because I have to tell you who I am. So the good people of Belfast can know who their leader was. Like I say, I trust you. I know you. And I know you like to drink. It's okay. Party. But yeah. The good people of Belfast. Irish. And Scottish. And all those others. So. Anyway, I wish you all the luck in the world. I was the one having your houses built. You know, like I say, slate, red brick, and also green brick and white brick, and all kinds of things. Everything from Germany. You know, my building projects, my aqueducts, everything, and you men did what you did. I was paying you. I was managing, overseeing, making sure that everything worked right, and so were you. So, civilization. So anyway, and now, like I say, it's history. Well, I don't know if Lucifer Star is ever going to be history. I mean, at least old history. I mean, so stayed pretty current for a long time.